Alright, queuing up another rapid game against Titovsky 87. And we have another Sicilian on the board. Aha. And we get the infamous Bowdler attack. So I think e6 is indicated here, just blunting the bishop. And a6, preparing b5, which I will play since he allows it. And I'll fianchetto the bishop. Can't imagine he's pausing to consider taking here. Yep, so standard, he goes back. And then in the long run, the question is going to be whether he can prize open this diagonal. Otherwise, this bishop is just bad. Yeah. So knight f6 runs into e5, I suppose. I could play knight e7. Could prepare d5. I could just play d6 as well. d6, d4, I suppose. Could play c4, preventing his expansion in the center and blocking the bishop. But that can pretty easily be undermined, so let's focus on development. Could play knight d4. Knight d4 takes, knight e2, and d3 takes. I guess he can just, that does stymie his development a little bit. Maybe that's worth a shot. Just not allowing d4. Here takes, knight e2, queen b6, d3. I get space. I do delay my development a little bit. So what about d6, d4 takes. We get a sort of open Sicilian. In the name of experimentation, I kind of just want to play this. Even considering queen f6, which is a goofy looking move. You know what, I'll do it. Because if takes, knight moves, I guess I can just take on e4. I wasn't sure I wanted to invest even more time and open up the center for him, but okay. So basically knight d4 seems to have been effective if I'm not allowing him to open the position with d4 and claim that space, so I'm making sure it remains closed. Okay, so minor strategic success there, I think. Now, I need to focus on development. Again, knight f6 runs into e5, knight d5 takes, maybe that's okay. Could take on f3. Take on f3, f5. No, that looks bad. Maybe queen c7. No, I need to develop my king side. Good fianchetto. Where does my knight want to go? Maybe e7, c6. That seems reasonable. So let's do it. Also preparing d5 here. Maybe. I'm not sure I want to open the center yet, but at some point I can play d5. If he ever plays e5 before I break with d5, I can always undermine that with d6 or timely f6 after I get castled. Don't think that's an issue yet. It's not like he can plonk a knight on d6 yet. So it seems a little bit clumsy, just because I'm getting in the way of my other minor piece. Okay, so now he takes just knight c6, I suppose. Let's do it. Protect the pawn. Prepare for my bishop's development now. Should I take here or should I play bishop c5? And anchor that square a little bit more. Bishop c5 takes, knight takes. I think that's okay. So let's, let's go ahead and do it. Let's probably be a little bit more decisive here. So takes. If he takes again, I take on d4. Okay, I can step back. Does he want c4 there? Do I have any weird tactics? I don't think so. So let's just step back. Question is b6 or a7? Maybe a7 with ideas of bishop b8. It's kind of funny. Why not? Why not? Just gives me the option of coming to this diagonal with this battery if I so choose. Okay, so now it's opening up this diagonal. Do I take? I do get, I think I get the d4 square if I were to take on c3. Takes, bishop takes, maybe just castles there. Do I let him take? No, so let's go ahead and take, and I think I'll just castle, making sure there's no tactics on g7, so he expands. Okay. Rook c8 seems natural enough. I guess he can play d, yeah. But maybe I just move my knight now. d6, I just move again, that's okay. Do I want to take? Not really. So let's bring the knight around. The thing is, I can undermine this structure with f5 if I want to. I just need to be careful about this diagonal. Probably I should start with knight g6. Interesting position, sharp position. Okay. Really, I would like to be able to get my queen more active. Should I be playing f5? Probably not. Let's... Yeah, let's swing the knight around first, and then consider. He can't expand with f4 yet. He's in pen. He could play king h1, in which case... Yeah, I still can't play f5. I'm not sure if I want to anyway, strategically, but it just fails because of d takes e6, first of all. So maybe maybe I should be activating my pieces. Maybe queen g4, queen g5, then f4. I guess that does run straight into f4. Maybe queen h5 hitting e4. Seems interesting. Let's do it. I guess he can still play f4, but at least it doesn't come with tempo. He drops that with check because he plays it instantly. Okay. Still a game going on here. Now, where should I put my queen? It may not be the ideal square, but at least it's a square which doesn't hang anything. I can always retreat to b6, and basically I'm just trying to catch up on the clock a little bit now because it should be winning. Not a trivial win by any matter. By any means, I need to stay concentrated, of course, but yeah, dropping e4 seems like a game-losing blunder to me. Now, oh, I can just trade off, and I think I have to. Okay, so I'll trade. You can't take with the queen because I take the knight, so knight takes. I take. He's just dropping another piece here. I guess he could have inserted rook c8, but I can just take the knight, right? I don't understand why I can't just take this knight. Don't believe my queen is getting trapped. I can because the bishop hangs on a2 anyway. So yeah, I'll take another free piece. Odd game how he just collapsed here. Okay. Well, that's a bit of a shame because it seemed like a very interesting game up until that point. Yeah, so here, maybe that's not best. I'm curious about this position here. Although maybe I sense that I might have gone wrong already allowing d4, d5. So back here, c3, yeah, d4, drops back, and here. I think this makes sense, developing the piece. Bishop b2. Maybe queen f6. Don't like putting myself in that pen, but I do like reinforcing my control of this square. This doesn't seem terrible. I don't see why that should be so bad. Castles. d4. Okay. I wonder whether I should be playing something like f5 now. Takes, rook takes. f5, d5. That's interesting. So maybe, but rook c8 can't be bad either. Maybe d6. D6 also runs into d5. So maybe rook c8 is just okay. a5 in some cases, that seems premature. Um, okay, swung the knight around, activated the queen. Maybe there's a better move here. I thought queen h4. Um, maybe just f3. Maybe knight g3. Not sure. Let's see how the engine evaluates this. Roughly even, negative 0.1. Low depth, but yeah, f3 or f4. Knight g3 sieves this square. Okay. Um, yeah, back here, castles d4. Rook c8 is fine. I can also just activate the queen. So I guess allowing d5 is okay. I can just reroute the knight, swing it around to the king side. Yeah, it seems like the game is still just in the balance here, but then he played this instantly and dropped d4. And as is so often the case, one blunder succeeded another, and then he dropped the knight. Weird collapse, but at least we got an interesting opening out of it. All right, thanks for the game, Titovsky 87.